Major League Rugby, MLR, is getting underway, I think, in March next year. It's not a competition I've ever really followed until last year when Alan sent me a bunch of MLR jerseys, including all the ones up there and the one I'm wearing. And yeah, I would definitely say I am far from an expert on the MLR, but I've certainly got a better feeling for it in the last 12 months than I had previously. So, all 12 teams, 13 teams, now with Dallas added to the lot, 13 teams have released their 2021 jerseys. What they're going to look like. So, I am going to rank them from my least to my most favorite. It is not the first time I've done a video like this. I've done plenty of jersey ranking videos in the past. They're always a bit of fun. But I will, as always, remind everybody that I'm not a designer. I have no special qualifications in terms of determining which jersey is the more attractive. It's just me as a guy who likes rugby jerseys going, I like that one more than that one. Sometimes I contradict myself, man. I'll be like, too much white. I really like this white jersey. That just is what it is. But let's get underway. I'm pretty much just going to do the home kits, but we can have a word about the away kits as well. Start with number 13, and I think this one is a bit of a drop. The San Diego Legion. As of last season, I thought their jersey was one of the best in Major League Rugby. Seeing Ma'anonu in that thing was an absolute thing of beauty. Just not digging this one. It's black, which is usually a color I dig, with the red collar. It's a bit of a change in color scheme from what I'm used to seeing them in. They've got a sponsor, which is cool, but not my favorite. I will be sticking to the previous season's jersey for San Diego. The away kit, I think, maybe is actually worse in grey, but at least that shouldn't clash with anybody. But then you get to the number 12, which is Rugby ATL, and you could say the away kit for San Diego may actually clash with that home kit for ATL. It's a kind of a grey black. Again, it's not like a particularly offensive one. I don't really hate this kit. It's just there are certainly other kits in this list which I prefer to this one. I think I prefer the away one to the home one. It's a pretty simple white number. White is often one of the go-to colors for away jerseys. So again, it's okay, but I think I preferred the previous season's one. Now, at number 11, there's a team which does not have a previous season's jersey. That's the LA Giltinis, the second team to be named after, I believe, a cocktail. And I don't know if you guys ever played Grand Theft Auto. What was that Grand Theft Auto game set in the 80s? Should have looked that up before I started the video. But this jersey gives me that vibes with that kind of light blue and the pink. Can't think of it. But anyway, it's a pretty straightforward kit. It's white with the logo and the collar trims. It's alright. Not particularly adventurous, but it's a non-offensive white kit. The away kit they haven't got yet, but it will be provided at a later date. So that's the Giltinis. Good to see them in the competition, man. What can I say? It's nice to see them and Dallas actually being added to the competition. Next, at number 10, I've gone with Old Glory. Their jersey seems to be a bit of a departure from last year as well. They've gone with a big prominent US flag, and maybe if you're American, that jersey, I like the away one better personally, but maybe the home one with the US flag, I don't know, strikes better at your heartstrings than me as a foreigner. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. The color, the dark blue, is all right. The stars pattern is all right, but there are other jerseys I prefer to that one. But that's Old Glory. Next, at number 9, I've gone with NOLA Gold. The away jersey actually looks like their home kit from last season, which was an interchangeable one. And the 4, what is that pattern called? Where it's like the 4 quadrants thing? Checks? No, it's not checks. But It looks alright. I think it's an improvement from last year's one, to be honest. Like, if I had the away kit or the home kit, I take the home kit. Maybe I've underrated that kit. It's actually not too bad, isn't it? It's pretty unique anyway. You hardly ever see that kind of pattern on a rugby jersey. Maybe Harlequins in the Premiership. It's pretty rare to see that kind of pattern. I think it's an improvement from last year. What else can I say? And it's not a very commonly seen colour, so maybe that's why I underranked it. I think I've probably sold that one a bit short on hindsight. Number 8, it's another cocktail. It's the Giltinis, Austin. Used to be the Herd, formerly known as I think something else. Giltinis, orange. Orange is not an easy colour to pull off, but I think they have managed it with this kit. Now that I'm looking between that and the NOLA, maybe I should have swapped them around, but I'm going to stick with it for now. Orange, they've got Texas on the left side. I'm assuming that little dot on Texas is where Austin is located in Texas. Orange is not an easy color to pull off. The away kit looks alright too. It's an inverse thing pretty much. As I said, a lot of teams go with white for their away kit, but yeah, I think it looks good with the white collar, white down the sides. Pretty happy with that one. Number 7. Ooh, and maybe I've underranked this one as well. It looks alright, eh? That Seattle Seawolves kit. The one I've got there is the green one, which looks virtually the same as that one there. I'm not sure if there's a heck of a lot of difference. There probably is. But that's actually quite nice, isn't it? It's got a bit of a hoops feel to it. It's a nice colour scheme. Again, maybe I've undersold Seattle with this one. I quite like that jersey. But there are others that I like more. They've got the stars above the logo because they are 2-time champions. Obviously, last season was called off, so nobody got to be awarded the championship. But that's a decent team for the previous champions a decent jersey for the previous champions to be wearing. I'll say it. Even though I've only ranked it kind of mid-table, I still like it quite a lot. Next is Rooney. That's Rugby New York. Again, I've got their kit hanging there. I think I prefer the old logo, but I do quite like this kind of navy blue with a bit of a pattern on it jersey. I'm not quite sure. It's just like there's like a zigzag kind of armor looking pattern, and the away kit looks nice as well with the orange. As I said, it's not always easy to make orange kits look nice, but I think that kit's the business. They don't have a sponsor, interestingly. Maybe that's one thing they are leaving a bit of space for. 5th, and again, it's a color you don't see all that often. I've gone with the Dallas Jackals, one of the new teams to the MLR. And what is that, like a turquoise? Not a very commonly seen color that I can think of off the top of my head, but it kind of blends in. It goes from black to a turquoise, and the away jersey is the same deal, but with white. See what I mean about white being common with away teams? Yeah, good logo for a new team. Hopefully they get some support. It's always tough for the new teams, but I think they've got a jersey that they can be pretty proud of there, and it's distinct enough from everybody else that it looks quite different. Like if you think about it, like if you look at Super Rugby, half the teams are bloody blue. Stormers are blue, the Blues are blue, the Rebels are blue. There's more, the Highlanders are blue. We got blue all over the shop, but yeah. Next, I've gone with the Houston SaberCats. Again, I've got their jersey there, which looks pretty similar, if not the same, to the away kit from last year. Something about the black. Like when I looked at the San Diego Legion one, I ranked it really low, but I think that's how you do black, man. That looks really slick. I think it looks better than the away kit as well. I don't wear that away kit that much, to be honest. Maybe the yellow is a bit too bright, but I reckon I would wear that black because it's pretty tidy looking. Sponsor blends in because it's gone black on white, which fits in as well, which is something nice to see and you don't always see. Next, in 3rd spot, I've gone with the Utah Warriors. Their jerseys have shifted a bit up from the previous season's one, and I think for the better. Well, do I like the Utah or the Houston one? They're pretty similar in their design. Is that 15 the player's number? That's an interesting one. I hadn't thought about that until I looked at the picture just here. The away jersey's got a red kit with some, what is that, mountains? Is that a thing in Utah? Or is it a mountainous state? I thought that was like Colorado. Anyway, my American geography is lacking, to say the least. But yeah, I reckon that black with the deep red, that's a pretty sweet looking kit. Top 2, we've got number 2, and I think definitely the picture doesn't do that one justice. This is the New England Free Jacks. I've got a kit which is either the same or very similar to that home kit, and that white collar is just absolute gold, man. It is so nice. I literally wear that jersey to my place of employment, and people comment about how bloody nice that jersey is. It's a very nice one. I'm not really digging the away kit. Put the away kit to one side. Plus, I think if you're going to do an away kit, make it much different. There's too much of the same color in that one for my liking. Probably different enough, but yeah, that collar, very, very sharp. New England Free Jacks, they were one of the new teams last season, and they certainly showed up with a good jersey. Again, I don't think the picture does it justice. And then number 1, Toronto. I'm not sure if that shade of blue is the same as the one I am wearing, but that kit is pretty simple and it's pretty tidy. And the away kit with the blue and white hoops, admittedly I am from Auckland here in New Zealand. The team I supported all throughout my childhood has a blue and white hoops kit. So I may be incredibly biased in my thought pattern here, but I think both of those kits are the absolute money. Sponsor blends in well. Tidy looking collar. It's a simple jersey, but it just looks the business. So, yeah, I don't think there's any real howlers there. I think the worst of the lot's probably San Diego's away kit. Maybe. The New England away kit is not the best either. But for the most part, Paladin, who make all the jerseys, I think have done a pretty good job, which is sometimes more than what I can say for some of the more fancy teams around the world, to be honest, with maybe more fancy manufacturers. Like Adidas has been known to put out, if you look at the Super Rugby away jerseys from this year, goodness gracious, the New Zealand ones, yeah, couldn't hold a candle to this lot. But anyway, yeah, you guys let me know what you reckon. As I said, it's totally just one man's opinion. We're all going to have a different list. How do you guys reckon your number 1, your number 13 one? And yeah, let's just be hopeful. Thankful that the season is planned to go ahead, that there's new teams, and yeah, hopeful that everything kind of goes ahead without a hitch. If you're wondering why the Hawaiian team's not there, is because they are still not an official team in the MLR yet. That is still kind of a work in progress. But anyway, yeah, good to talk about the MLR for a change. It's been a while, but happy to do so. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.